And we're live. Happy New Year, TaTsters. How are we all doing? Hope you've all rested up, filled up with food, ready to hit the new year, which is what this stream's all about. I was just quickly setting up here. I was already running late, so I don't want to be too late. 1 second. Got it. Right, so yeah, I saw people jumping in already, so I'll quickly say hi to everyone. We have DB Resales, who's in first. Hey, DB. Hey, George, Happy New Year. My mug arrived yesterday and vlogged it. Well, all I've got to say to that is cheers. Yeah, thanks for that. And you vlogged it, so I'll check that out a bit later. Thanks again. Hope you had a good one. Pure Vintage, Happy New Year. Boom Sweet, yeah, thank you. Yeah, the girls got spoiled, of course. And yeah, all had fun over the Christmas period. They're still off until Monday. They go back to school. Sorry, I had the man flu. It's still affecting my throat. Happy New Year, Bill, UK. We did indeed have a good time. I'm always late. Always will be. Always have been. Nothing will change. Happy New Year, Christine. And everyone else in the chat. Butterfield's Emporium, cool name. New subscriber, Happy New Year, Shelley. Thanks for joining or subscribing. Always welcome new people. Howdy, Antiques and Collectibles. Sorry if I'm skipping anyone. Happy New Year, Ali the Reseller. Penny's Attic. Lots of people joining, 59 people in. And Sarah Doughton, love your vlogs. They always keep me motivated. Keep them coming. Thank you, Sarah. Glad to hear it. So then, what's this called? There we go. I've got a banner down the bottom to keep me on track. Happy New Year. 2020 aims and goals. I did do a post. If you follow me, obviously, on YouTube, there is a communities page. And I did put out my aims, like off the top of my head, and goals. I've added a few. And Amy's given me a couple. So I thought I'd go through them. And also, because the move to the new unit and Christmas and the kids off and manic, I haven't been able to obviously do a pick-in video. So I've got a select few things that sold over Christmas, which includes my last sale of 2019 and my first of 2020, which will be quite interesting, even though they're not that interesting items, but still. So yeah, if you want to put your goals and targets in, I'll try and see as many as I can and read them out. What's this? Sale with Ron. Trip to Skegness tomorrow. Good 9 to 10 charity shops in the one strip. Oh, nice. Yeah, you get the odd town. They've got a few good, like, one strip, loads of charity shops. The average seems to be about 6 here. Like, if you see my charity shop videos, average is about 6 to 7-ish charity shops. Excuse me. Oh, Tommy Bernard with a super chat, $2.99. Thanks, mate. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Tommy. I can never catch your live streams. Obviously, it's like with the timings, but yeah, I do enjoy them when I do catch up here and there. And thanks for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Zane, quick question. What computer do I have? It's nothing special. It's a Lenovo ThinkPad T4300. T43. Oh my God. T430. Here you go, one of these. It's nothing special. I used to work with these in my old job. It's just like a business type laptop. It does the job. I do everything on my iPad. Video editing, picture taking, eBay listing. All gets done on the iPad Pro. Highly recommend it. I've had it for a couple of years now. Due an update. So that's what I use. Thanks, Peter. Is that Peter? Am I saying that right? Are ski coats selling well? Yes, they are, actually. Stay tuned for what sold over Christmas. There might be a ski-related item in there. What's this? Just read this one out. When you can't watch them, time for bed for work. Yeah, get to bed. 12-hour shift. Ooh, hope I can do full-time. Yeah, keep at it, Matthew. Matt Shaw. Yeah, it's not easy full-time reselling, but build it up gradually, and then hopefully reselling will overtake your job, and Bob's your uncle. Right. Shall we crack on? And hang on a second, I just got distracted. I just saw this at the end. Happy New Year. Vlogs always keep me entertained and make me happy, especially when I'm sad. Don't feel good as my uncle passed away today. Really sorry to hear that, Abigail. Hope he lived to a ripe old age anyway. Hopefully he went okay. But yeah, sorry to hear that. But right. Now I'll stop getting distracted. We'll get on to my goals. I couldn't see anyone's goals. Oh, there we go. As I said it. I need a reseller. And I'll get on to mine. My goal is to get my YouTube channel up and running. I've done 2 already, enjoying it. Taking me a whole year to get up the nerve to doing it. Took me about 3 years. I first saw Nick's channel. No, the first channel I saw was Tom, then Ben, then Nick. And that was end of summer, sort of autumn 2016. And I've always liked making videos, but I didn't think anyone would want to watch me. But yeah, it was this time last year. My New Year's resolution was to do YouTube. And here we are, a year later. Actually, whenever my year anniversary is to my first video, I will be sitting down and watching it back and get my reaction. I'm not sure if I'll do that live or do it as a video to explain behind the scenes. So I watched it back actually the other day, and it's quite funny to watch. Funny how a difference, or how much difference a year makes, especially when talking to the camera and everything. It's quite funny. So I'd be doing that. So yeah, if you're thinking of doing YouTube, just give it a go. You don't need all the fancy pants equipment and that. Just need a video camera, like on your phone, on your iPad, whatever, and whack it up. Okay, so my goals of 2020. My first one, I've got 4, and then Amy's giving me a couple. Improve my haggling at car boots. Obviously, I vlog. If you haven't seen my channel for very long, my main income and items is from car boot sales. Obviously, with my camera attached, you hear some interactions, and my weak point is haggling. I can do it. I tend to be more comfortable with the higher end items, like £100 plus or £50 plus. I find it easier to haggle a bit. But when people are asking £2, I really struggle with 2 to 1 or 2 to 150. I need to get over that sort of block. Like, I know it's only 50p. I think that's why I struggle. Like, it's a 50p, but they all add up over the year. So that is my number one thing. I need to obviously pay fair prices. I always say about you got to pay fair prices because obviously we're making money. If you've got a new camera which is worth like 150 quid and they're asking £2, pay the £2. Obviously, don't be like a cheapskate. So you want to pay fair prices, but then I do need to still encourage more haggling. Need to get that healthy balance. Number 2, keep my average selling price over 60 days on eBay on the app per item of £40 plus for the whole year. Last year, I dipped below that. I'm not sure where it is at the moment. Basically, on eBay, if you don't know, on the app, it obviously keeps your 60-day turnover. Here we go. Don't know if it will zoom in. So I've sold 231 I've sold 295 items in the 60 days. So obviously I then divide my turnover by that number and that'll give you an average. So we could do that right now quick. So 12,005. Oh, bear with me. I should have done this before. 12,005 divided by 195. Is that right? Hang on, that didn't seem right then. 12,005 divided by 295 I've sold. Divided by 295. That's better. Oh, there we go. Bang on. So my average selling price for 60 days is £40.69 and all them numbers. That's over 60 days per item, like average. So bang on target. But I want that to be the whole year. I think this time last year, it might even happen again because obviously you're close. Because I'm not picking up the big electronics, even though I've got the haul this year that I haven't touched. With trainers, shoes, it's hard to get £40 plus a lot. So the average dropped to about 32 last year. And then I went back up to 50, I think, at one point. And before I say any more, Super Chat, Double Karma, thanks so much, £5. Happy New Year once again, everyone. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Hope you had a good Christmas. I'll just take a drink. Sorry, wrong way. There we go. Good quality, that. Good quality. Yeah, thanks so much for the £5 super chat. What's that? McDonald's breakfast? Is that about £5 after YouTube take their cut? Lovely jubbly. Even though that is my New Year's resolution, I'm not really sure it is yet. But I need to lose a stone. I get chunky cheeks. And if you've watched my videos from February, that's when I was at my lightest and healthiest last year. They went to Centre Parks, and then from then on, I just like food and creeping up. I've got chunky cheeks, and they need to go. Ready for spring again. Okay, what was I on? So yeah, that was number 2. And then number 4. No, sorry, number 3. 10k YouTube subs this year. Obviously, what am I on now? 5,600 and ish, something like that. So yeah, that's my target. When I first started last year, obviously I didn't have any idea how well this would go. I probably thought might tip over the 1,000 mark, 1 to 2,000, and it's gone obviously more than better than that, which is awesome. So yeah, that's my target for this year, 10k. See if that's doable. So that would be cool. Nothing much more to say about that, really. If you don't know, now I'm in my new unit. I'm actually going to be producing more content if I can. And that leads me on to my Amy's point. Time management, and also introducing more business tactics. So, for example, the 25-minute work on, work off. And let's mute that. So we've done it today, actually, with the house. You basically, no distractions unless you want music on. That's the only thing you're allowed. No phones, no telephone, no telly. 25 minutes, you do one task. So, for example, with business, say listing. I've done it with listing before. Just put my music on, no other distractions, nothing. Just 25 minutes, set a timer, and you just list. No longer than 25. As soon as that timer goes off, you take a 5-10 minute break. Don't do any listing. And then if you do that 2 or 3 times, I don't know what the percentage is, but basically there's a big percentage, rather than if you've done like an hour and a half solid with no breaks, do it in chunks like that. It's proven to be like whatever percentage effective. And I was sorry, I'm actually doing some video series about business improvement, as obviously, if you don't know, Amy is, currently is a business analyst improver. She's camera shy, bless her. But she's going to get together some strategies. I'm going to set them out as a video, explain each one, and hopefully it benefits me and the viewers. So that's another video series to look forward to. And I forgot the other one. There's another target or goal, and I've completely forgot. What was it? What was it, Amy? Oh, she's upstairs. Message me. There's another one. She's poorly, bless her. So yeah, there's my aims and goals. So basically, I've got to improve my haggling, keep the average selling price above 40, get 10k subs, and that was the other thing. I just remembered I need to be less distracted, especially with like social media. And I need to use this function more this year. And see if it zooms. Do not disturb. I've always seen it, but that's it. There you go. She's just texted me. Oh, focus. Come on. Do not disturb. There we go. So yeah, I'll be doing something. I'll do picturing or listing or house. This thing keeps going off. Obviously, like messages, bidding, or a sale comes in, and then I get distracted. But this basically turns off everything or mutes it all. And yeah, so I've got and YouTube I watch in the background, but again, that does distract me. I'll suddenly start watching it And yeah, I'll catch myself out after like half an hour of watching a certain video. And yeah, so that's another thing. I will improve my time efficiency and get less distracted. And that's the last one. Let's see if anyone else had goals in the chat. I have a drink. In fact, actually, Joan, she did buy me. I've got my notepad. I've got a notepad here, but I've got a man tin I got for Christmas from Amy, because I'm going to be working basically full time from the unit. I've got my desk in. I have my laptop. She's got me a tin, and I think in there was a notepad, or she's got me a notepad. I think she has anyway. Yeah, I need to write things down because I'm terrible. I need to make lists and stuff. Dry throat, sorry. D. Thompson, I'm cautious of listing pricey items on eBay now. After a £500 item came back broken, sticking to smalls. Came back broken. So was it broken when it got to them, or did they send it back to you returned broken when it was working? Because if it was working, they changed their mind and they sent it back broken. Contact eBay about that one. They might be able to help you there. Dave, is that Dave? I guess that's Dave. But yeah, it is risky. I sold a big item, which I'll get onto in a minute. But yeah, it is always risky. And I say, don't spend that money straight away. Like if it is a £500 item, put that away for like a month or two if you can. So if that comes back and you haven't got the money, you're a bit stuck. Scrolling up in the chat. Hey everyone, 153 people in. Hey, so here. Happy New Year. Hope you, Bex and the girls, had a good time. Good break. Eric, how's the new unit? You liking your new setup? Yeah, it's really good. I've done the mini video, like a 5-minute video. I was feeling rough that day, but I managed to get something together. I can't remember. I have taken pictures. We've sorted it out a bit. It's still not 100% there, but I will be doing like a tour of when it's all set up. I've ordered a packaging bench, so I have a proper packaging setup. I won't have to be in the garden, bring it in the kitchen and wrap on the floor. I've had to do for like 3 or 4 years. I have a setup. Oh, here we go. It's not the best, but that's what it was like when me and my dad had finished changing rooms. And then what way do I have to scroll? This way. This is it at the moment, currently. So this front one here is stuff coming in and it's overflowing because I got to test and picture a lot. Obviously, here's my desk and the packaging will be next to it. In the corner will be photo area. But yeah, it's just, ooh, wrong way. Here you go. So along that wall, it looks full, but there is a lot of space and obviously space to maneuver. Like these two here at the back are quite empty. This is electronics hall stuff as well. There's my desk. This is going to be FBA stuff. As soon as that's full or half full, I'll need to be doing FBA more next year. Here's a TV for obviously testing. Hang on, let's focus in a bit more. I should have got these ready on the screen, really. Here's my photo area, or temporary one. Come on, screen. There we go. There's my step ladder, obviously. We're still using the grass and wood, but I will be changing that quite soon. And I don't know what that is. That's a screenshot. Something I sold. I think that was all the pictures. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. Loads of space now compared to when I shared the picture of it full. So yeah, really, it was there today actually. Dropped off my lighting setup, and yeah, excited to start. And also during the video, the mini video I done, you could hear the music, the radio. I've worked out to turn it down. But yeah, there's a little thing. I've turned it down, so I think I could play absolute radio, and it's like the same 10 songs repeated, but I've turned them right down. So that's all cool. Right, if there's no other questions or anything, we'll get on to what sold for me over Christmas. It's not everything. I've just hand selected like a few exciting bits or different bits. Vinyl Seekers going to push really hard with the flipping next year. Good luck to you all, and good luck to you. Yeah, loads of people messaging me saying they're starting YouTube or they're going to start or look at reselling full time, which is really cool. Good luck to everyone who is starting. Someone's ordered themselves a zebra printer and some parcel scales. Nice. Going to push hard this year. Cool. Yeah, the zebra printer is one of my favorite things I've ever bought for the business. It's so cool and so much easier. And obviously, if you don't know, the zebra label printer, I think there's a link in the description, the one I use. Because it doesn't use ink, it basically burns, like heats the paper up and it prints. So if it rains and it gets a bit wet, it won't just smudge, that ink smudge everywhere. That's another bonus. And obviously it's a peel and stick sort of thing. Oh, got my throat. Right. So should we get on to some sales? Let's start. I'll start with my last of 2019. Last of 2019, first of 2020. Here we go. It's nothing exciting, but I thought I'd share them anyway. So the last thing of last year, which stuck around a long time, which was quite surprising, and I didn't get much for them. If I go back, I need to see what I actually got for them. I got an offer, $15.99. Oops, $15.99 plus postage for this. I can't even say that. This one, similar to Le Creuset or Le Creuset, however you say it. Volcanic orange cast iron saucepan. Obviously, if this was Le Creuset or Le Creuset, this would get sort of double this price. I did price it high to start with, and no one's interested. I put it on as an auction, starting at £10, and no one took it still. So yeah, I just took an offer of $15.99 plus postage. Owes me a couple of pounds at least, so I've made profit. But I will be careful with the packaging because cast iron is surprisingly fragile. You'd think you wouldn't have to package it because it's cast iron; it'll get there safe. But it is quite brittle. I remember sending a vintage chair that had cast iron legs, and they like disintegrated, which was quite annoying. So yeah, nothing special there. And then the first of this year, another £15 sale, but owes me £2 again. So similar sales. I've lost it now. Where are you? Come back. Here we go. Owes me £2. This call, it says 19, but I took an offer of 15. SoftBank Hawks, which I believe is a Japanese baseball team jersey. Yeah, nothing much more to say. Large men's size from 2018 season. Yeah, £2 into 15. Not amazing. Not something I'd be looking at during the summer when I'm obviously picking up loads of stuff from the boot sales. But yeah, it's making money. It's paying the bills, as I say. Bill payers. And that's my first and last of the years. And now we're going to some hand-picked ones. I started with some Converse, which might seem bog standard, but I picked these out because if you see Converse in a good size that's slightly different, like these were a proper real suede leather, not high tops, but like ankle boot type shoes or trainers. They go for slightly more. I think if these were like the plain white ones you see, you might get £12-15. As you can see, $28.99, which is good. And these owe me, I'm not sure what they actually owe me. I don't know if it says anywhere. Hopefully no addresses get shared. And we'll share it in the SKU, but it's not up here. But I think £2 to £4, maybe £5 at most. And again, good bill payer, bit different, good to make. And yeah, out the door they went. Let's get to some more exciting stuff. Here we go. I think the prices on the screen aren't exactly what they all went for. So if I can quickly find them, that would be handy. But these speakers came from the electronics haul that I got a few months back. I still haven't done a video. I don't know if there will be a video now because I'm starting to sell stuff. There's this because I couldn't bring it back to the house, and there's loads of it, and I'm rubbish at vlogging, driving, vlogging, and everything. It didn't really work out, but I tried to. I think I got these in the haul for £25. Trying to see what price. I'm pretty sure I got 55 or 50 for these speakers, and I can't find them. Oh, here we go. £56, 9p. So I must have done a bulk send offers to watches again, which I've been doing every day. I do it every evening, sort of 12 or 15% off. And yeah, from 20 to £25 to 56, again, really good. Nothing that amazing, really. They're quite bulky. I don't think I've sent these out yet. Have I sent them out? I don't remember packing these. I must have packed them because they've been marked as dispatched. Nice square box, bit of padding. There we go, 58 centimeters by 29. Yeah, not even made in Japan or anything. Just nice item. That's my sort of thing. Big and bulky and electronic, and good profit as well. Obviously, I had to get a Christmas item in. These were £5. I picked up 3 of these. Made by Kirkland Signature. It's basically, I don't know how tall the model was, 11.5 inches tall. So sort of this big. Yeah, and it's just a really highly detailed Santa, like he's making the toys, which was really cool. Should have kept it, really. Like vintage, sort of vintagey. I think probably late 90s, early thousands. But yeah, came with the box, obviously. Let's try and make this bigger, shall we? There we go. Yeah, in his workshop, making the toys. Just a cute little model, really. Yeah, all 3 sold. Unfortunately, 1 got damaged in postage, which was annoying. Even though it came, I don't know if I took pictures of it, but it was in its polystyrene surrounding. No, I haven't got pictures. This one survived, but one of them, don't know if I can find it. But it's basically this, but there was a globe, and he was checking his list, and the globe bit broke, which was annoying. I think I'm currently claiming against Hermes, but I doubt I'll get anything back. But 2 out of the 3 sold. Well, 3 out of 3 sold. 2 got there safely. They all sold for the same price anyway. And yeah, just a cool Christmassy item. I've got 1 Christmas item that hasn't sold, which is quite annoying. But Christmas items do sell, especially if they're vintage throughout the year. A little tip there. This is a cracking sale. Again, if you watch the channel, I go to Pre-Loved Kilo sales. Basically, they travel the country, this company, Pre-Loved Kilo, and they've got tons and tons of vintage clothing all set up, all different categories. And you pay per the kilo, which is £15 at this one. If you buy advanced kilos, you get a bit cheaper. But yeah, per kilogram, £15. And this owes me roughly, with the weight and everything, around £10-11. And I didn't get what the price on the screen, but it was near. Again, just wait. 66.87. So again, that looks like, because it's a random amount, bulk send offers to watches, £11 to £66. Incredible. One of my favorite sales of the Christmas season. Yeah, just a really cool item from the 90s. I'd say mid 90s. Cool Umbro right down the arm. I did try this on in the video, and I think it's slightly too big. But yeah, just really cool item. Obviously, I love my football, not as much as I used to, but yeah, love vintage, love football. Put them together, cracking sale. Again, over my £40 personal target average sale price. I think there's a little bit of damage on it. I should have taken a picture. Here we go. Just a small little niggle there. Obviously, I've pictured it, described it. So there shouldn't be any nasty surprises or a return. So yeah, there we go. Vintage and football. If you find stuff like that, worth picking up, or at least looking it up on eBay. Someone asked in the chat earlier about if ski stuff is selling, and here's my one. Took an offer of £40. So I got a good discount here. But again, this is from a pre-loved kilo sale. Owes me around £11-12. I think these ones, was this from the same one? I think this was from the same kilo sale as the previous one. And yeah, £12-11 on average with the weight. £40 I took an offer plus the postage. Good markup. I think we're coming into ski season. I don't really know when that is. Never been skiing myself. But yeah, medium men's, it fitted me. No damage to say about. Again, if you can find ski coats or ski suits like this, the lairier the better. The brighter the colours, bolder the print, you can just ask a premium for, and they sell quickly, especially during ski season. So there's that one. This one was from my recent charity shop championship, which is why I included it. 75p I bought it for. This was in Brentwood in a little granny charity shop that I didn't know existed. But yeah, I bought lots in there. 75p. I'm just double checking. I'm pretty sure it was £15 I took an offer on. Yep, £15 plus postage. I thought this was going to linger for ages. The solds weren't that great. Everyone or every item that was listed was in America. So obviously I can be competitive with postage at only £2.99 compared to like 15 to 20 quid, whatever it is, to order from America, which helped. And this sold within literally 48 hours of listing. It's just a like a beer ceramic mug in like the shape of a billiards table, really. It was like 3D effect as well. And on the bottom, it did say the year, which I think is 95, was it? There you go, 95. Just a really cool item. I don't normally pick up mugs, but when it's cool like this, I was always taking a chance at 75p. And it sold really quick. Bolo. I gave one of these a similar book away during the raffle, the charity raffle. I think that one was Prisoner of Azkaban. That went to Kevin, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is a Chamber of Secrets, and I think I got the full price. Again, just double checking. Yep, full price, £49.99, 50 quid for a Harry Potter book. This owes me £5, I believe. £5, listed in December, sold in December. So it took maybe a week or two to sell. So why did it sell for 50? You might recognize, like while I'm screen sharing, if I quickly show you Harry Potter adult cover. There's the adult cover collection. Here we go. If I get this up, it'll be easier to explain. If I can full screen it. No. There's the picture gun. Hello. There you are. So obviously here's the originals that we all know. Oh, I can't zoom in. But basically, such a small picture. Come on. Oh, I give up. Basically, with these, we're all going to see 1, 2, 3. These 3 here, they're the last 3 books, and you'll see these for like, even if you find it for £1 in a charity shop, unless you're completing a bundle of them, I wouldn't bother. I'm pretty sure you can buy these brand new, or not brand new. You can buy these on eBay from Music Magpie for like £2.99, free postage. So don't bother with them. But these first 4 was the 1, 2, 3, 4. They're worth money because I don't think they were printed in bulk. So if you do find them, Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Azkaban, and Goblet of Fire, pick them up. This one is the one I gave away in a charity raffle. That goes for about 35 to 45, maybe 50 if you're lucky. But yeah, I was pushing my luck at 50 actually. I hear that's a better picture. So yeah, ignore 1, 2, 3 unless you're completing a bundle. It's these 4 you want to look out for. Seem to be, oh, don't look at that. They seem to be printed in lower numbers, and it also helped that this was a first edition as well, which also probably why I got the price I did. So I think people are getting about 30, 35. But if you look on this page here, you'll see these numbers when it was printed, and then down the bottom, get out of the way. Basically down here, I'll move the mouse so you can see. There'll be a sequence. If it goes from numbers 10 down to 1, you got a first edition basically. If it stops at 2, second print or second edition, etc. So yeah, 10 down to 1 is what you're looking for, and if you do find one, ask your premium. And yeah, I was well happy with that one. You don't find them often, but when you do, make sure you pick them up. This is a bit of a different sale, bit of RA. This was in TK Maxx. We was in there buying Christmas presents. I was just seeing when I listed this. Listed this in November, and they owe me $23.99 from TK Maxx, and sold for, I took an offer, £60. So that's an incredible markup for RA. Normally with RA, retail arbitrage, if you don't know, obviously it sounds like what it's called, retail. You go into a retail shop, you buy at retail price or clearance price, and then you sell it online for more money. And as I just said, $23.99 these Calvin Kleins were. Well, anything too special. There's obviously a good name, Calvin. Obviously this isn't my picture. I nicked this picture, and here's mine. Obviously I cut the price off. I left the retail recommended retail price on. But yeah, $23.99 into 60. You're not going to get that markup much with RA. Normally you have to accept sort of 40% on RA, like markup, maybe 30 to 40. And if you get 50 onwards, then yeah, you found a good item there. Obviously with TK Maxx though, they're not boxed, any of their shoes, which is annoying. So they can be a bit scuffed, like people have tried them on, just shoved them back. What I do find with TK Maxx stuff, it goes abroad, which was the case with this. It sold through the GSP program off to Denmark, I think it is. So I don't know if they've got a TK Maxx, but yeah, they got a good pair of shoes, and I made a good bit of profit. And that's them ones. And this one was a good one also. Not from a charity shop, not from retail arbitrage, but from Cash Converters. This was also in a charity shop championship video. This was in Colchester. I didn't do that great when I went there, but this was one of the best pickups. Owes me £12. So yeah, Cash Converters, they should be looking up eBay prices, and they priced them up at £12. I've gone in, bought them for 12, sold them for what's on the screen actually, £76.49. Obviously I had a sale or something here. I think I did run a 15% offer actually during Christmas, because it slowed down a bit. Like the week up to Christmas, people weren't buying as much because they weren't guaranteed to get the items. Actually, saying that, I'm pretty sure they sold Christmas Day. Christmas Day sale. There we go. 12:30. So Christmas lunch. People are tucking into turkey or nut roast if you're a vegan. And someone's buying these roller skates for £70. Obviously, Rollerblade is a good name, good make to look out for. But what made the premium price was the size. That's a adult size 13, which is huge. And you rarely, or I don't think I've ever seen skates over a size 9 or 10, maybe an 11. But any bigger, you're going to be, yeah, it's quite rare basically to find such a big size with a good make. And and they're in incredible condition. Hardly worn at all, it looks like. If I click back on here, and always take that here, there's hardly any scratching or wear at all. Again, ask a premium, good size, which is hard to find, good name, good condition, no wear on the toes here. It's just always adding up the price, which is why I got what I did, and no competition either. If someone wanted size 13s, they do want to buy them brand new, they would have to come to these. There's nowhere else to go really, which again is why I asked such a high price and why I got a high price. A few more to go. Sorry, I'm ignoring the chat. Actually, I'll quickly step out. Here I am. Sorry, crafty. I'm always crafty. Is that with the TK Maxx ones? my pics are also good. Any tips? My pictures could be better, but I think the main thing is lighting. So say for cameras to work, you need lots of lighting. As soon as it dims or anything like that, you're gonna get grainy like pictures, and it'll be like here. It's getting a bit grainy on the webcam. You don't want that. You want invest in some good lights, like umbrella lights. Again, in the description below, I use my panel lights. Like if you want to see them, they take up hardly any space and they're really powerful as well. So yeah, you don't really need to spend much on a camera. As long as the lighting's good, the camera should be good. Again, I use my iPad Pro. This is a couple of years old now. But yeah, that's the pictures you see on here. So like these were taken, obviously a bit of lighting. And with the not the GoPro, the iPad camera. And yeah, nothing too fancy, but does the job. Thanks for the question. Just making sure I haven't missed anything. Oh, here we go. Oh, it was Kevin. Hey, Kevin. One of my top subscribers. I was sending nice messages. I was watching. Thanks, Kevin. He's still got it in the cupboard. Haven't listed it yet. I'm not a Harry Potter fan, so I won't read it. You could hang on to it. I've got a certain Harry Potter book tucked away for future. It's actually the same book, Chamber of Secrets, but it's the original first edition. I have sold one before that went for, I need to remember now, £350, and it went to Texas. And I've got another one. Got its dust jacket. It's in good condition. First edition, original Bloomsbury. And I could sell it again for 300. Maybe I haven't looked up the prices. This was a couple of years ago now, but that's an investment. I'm just tucking it away, forgetting about it. Hopefully that prices just keep going up as it gets older and older and harder to get. But yeah, well done on winning that, Kevin. So my throat's going a bit. Quality tracksuit top. Oh, it's Kevin again. Yeah, I love that tracksuit top. Wish I could have kept it, but I wouldn't really wear it. Here's a question. Are there any rules at your unit, or can you spend all day doing pictures, etc.? With rules, I had to recently sign the same conditions because I'm moving thing. Basically, pets aren't allowed, so Buddy can't come with me to the unit. Obviously, no smoking. You shouldn't eat and drink. Not that they care. Like, I'm friendly with the guys that work there. I've had my coffee and that. They don't say anything. You can't store drugs, guns, weapons, explosives. What else? You can't store food, even though there's an Italian food place there. You can't store tires, money. You can't store money. That's the other thing. As with, and you can't sleep there. So if I'm in a doghouse and Amy kicks me out, I can't go and sleep there, unfortunately. I'm sure I could sneak in and shut my thing and tuck away nicely. But yeah, you're not supposed to sleep in there. I've got extended hours. So I'm allowed in from 5 in the morning up until 11 at night. And I can stay all day if I really want. I don't know if you saw the pictures earlier, but obviously you'll see me. I'll be filming from the unit. I've got my desk there. I've got my internet there now. I can bring my music. Yeah, it's basically, yeah, my business, but there. And they're keeping it safe, dry, and everything for me. And people have commented actually about when I shared I'm moving in, I'm paying £350 every 4 weeks for this new unit, which seems like a lot. But and people are saying it's a lot of money. It's a lot of sales to make up before I make profit, etc. Why don't I just build? Why don't I just buy like a house like Lonnie, garage flips in the garden, or buy a house or rent a house with a garage? Basically, I would do that, but it's not doable with the rent we pay to get a house in Essex in Chelmsford. That's now a city. yeah, I'm paying 350 on my unit now for what we pay to what a house we would need in Chelmsford near the girls' school. So I wouldn't move the girls out of the school. We would need to pay at least £500 more than what we're paying now on rent. We're like a housing association, so we get a bit cheaper anyway. So yeah, and we're not in a position to buy a house. Obviously, yeah, millennials, it's hard to get on the property ladder and all that. But anyway, yeah, we're not in a position to mortgage, like buy a house. It's not as easy as that, even though we are saving up. And yeah, I'd say don't be afraid of overheads either. Obviously, every business has overheads, and if you can reduce them, then that's good. But then, obviously, I'm doing half the business from the house. Then I'm always working. We've got a smaller house anyway, so storing it's hard. It's not our house. We're not owning it, so I can't just build anything. And £350 like a month is about £12 a day, and yeah, I aim at least £100 a day in sales. So £12 a day for £100 plus day in sales, which I'm aiming to push. Now I'm the breadwinner. I think it's good value. Plus it's safe, dry, and everything like that. So there we go. That's my bit about that. And also, Dylan has just reminded me, and it's also tax deductible, 100% of it as well, because obviously it's all business. It's not like personal use or anything. So every 4 weeks, £350 I'm paying, but it is tax deductible at least as well. And see, sorry. Right. So here, obviously, he had his office. I think he was paying the same, 350, 400, and he would still prefer to keep it if he could. Probably we'll try it again when better prepared. Yeah. Obviously, don't go out. This is my, how long have I been doing this for? 3.5 years now. I'm just jumped in, started paying £300 for a unit. I've gradually built up. Like I started in my bed was my storage unit, then the loft, then the garden. I had this little thing in the garden. Then it started getting damp. Then I went to a garage, £50 garage, ex-council, small unit, bigger unit. So don't jump in. But if you're in a position to, don't be afraid of overheads, especially if you can claim tax back on it. Last note on this one before I carry on with the last few sales and I start going, so my voice is going. John, I pay for a unit, and it's so much more, than storage. They sign for deliveries. Oh yeah, it's so much more than just storing items. Sorry, they sign for deliveries. I can do cash in hand sales there. I get goods collected. There's a kitchen, and it's a business address. And I was going to say that, and John's reminded me. Thanks, John. Obviously, I don't know what people have in their heads, like just a locker you keep stuff in. But the one I go to, I'm with Big Yellow Self Storage. It is like a little business hub. I think the majority of their businesses or their lockers are businesses. Like John says, I can get all my deliveries signed there. As long as it's obviously my name, my unit number, they happily accept deliveries, no matter how big or small. Like companies get whole lorries, like crates full of stuff delivered there, and they take it for them. What's the other things? Cash in hand sales. If you're not comfortable with people coming to your house to pick stuff up, just get them to meet you at the unit. Obviously, meet them outside. Don't bring them in. Then they're not coming to your home if you're obviously safety cautious or worried about people coming to the house. And also to do with that as well, obviously on eBay, if you're a business, right, you should be a business seller. If you're buying to sell for profit, you have to have a business address on, and and if you don't want your home address again, it's a bit awkward. If you've got a unit, you can happily or quite easily use their address, because obviously it is what it is, which I need to do actually. So I've got our current address in the eBay thing now, but I haven't got the number. Don't trust weirdos on the internet. So yeah, it's more than just storage. It's a business hub. They take deliveries. Yeah, I think it's well worth the money, even though it's quite expensive. Right. So the last few sales, I went off subject there a bit. Yeah, right. So last few sales, I'll quickly whack through these. These are obviously, I say about Dr. Martens made in England, but it's not just Dr. Martens to look out for. This is from my boots and shoes man, if you remember him. I'm missing him quite a lot. He's at my second boot sale. Size 13, nice big men's size again. And these are actually new, unworn. And I only paid £15 for these. Normally with my shoes and boots man, good quality new boots like these, I have to pay 25, 30, but you only charge me 15 for these. MPS, made in England again. Here we go. Made in England. Yeah, just quality, good size boots, and on the boot, on the sole as well. British Goodyear. Yeah, just I think I don't know if they're vintage. In fact, they are. Yeah, I looked them up. They're old stock, good men's size, quality item. Owes me 15, and I think they actually sold for what's on the screen as well. Again, just double check. I know, took an offer, £75. Strong sale. I just wish I could get more of them. That's why I'm missing the boot sales. Right, this one. This is a video disc, not laser disc, but video disc player. This is from a tip shop. I paid £20 for this one, but I included this because people say to me they're scared or put off by buying electronics because they could be faulty and then waste their money. I included this just to prove you're not always going to waste your money. Obviously, 20 to 40 is not great, plus the postage. But yeah, I did take a risk on this, and I knew I would take a risk, obviously being from a tip shop. Yeah, it's vintage, and it's a cool, rare item anyway. And I knew I was going to make profit, even as if it wasn't working, which it wasn't working. It turned on, but it didn't do nothing. Power's on. You can hear the motor working, but nothing else happens. None of the buttons do anything. But yeah, people collect these just to display. Oh, the wife has said I've got a super chat. Have I? I'll quickly come back to that. So I did list this for 60. I'd done a load of auctions, like I said, over the Christmas week, like before Christmas, just to move stuff. And yeah, I got 2 bids, £40. So I've made profit. It was worth the risk, because if this was working, this is probably a £200 unit. But yeah, just to show if it's the right item, electrical, yeah, it's worth the risk and gamble, because you can still make profit or earn your money back. So there's that one. And apparently I've got a super chat. Taking the wrong thing off. There I am. There we go. Mike Dando, 79p. Cheers, mate. No message with that, but yeah, I always appreciate a super chat. Thanks for watching. I don't recognize the name, so I don't know if you're a new subscriber, but thanks for watching and thanks for the super chat. Oh, there we go. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Mike. Hope 2020 brings lovely things for you. And thanks again. Right, last 2 things. Again, an auction. And with the new unit, I need to get rid of my garage, or I am getting rid of the garage. It's just an ex-council garage, if you don't know. Like £58 a month, I think it is, but it's cold, it's damp. Obviously, my only security, I have like a little alarm. And if someone opened it, it would just be this alarm going off. But I'm friends with the neighbour, or I'm friendly with the neighbour. He's got like a guard dog that barks every time. So if someone did steal from it, then they'd let me know. But yeah, it's cold and damp, asbestos roof. Yeah, it's not glamorous at all. But I keep my furniture in. This owes me 10. As an auction, got £50, but it took a while. The thing with furniture, like vintage furniture, it can sell well, but it takes a long time to sell. I think I probably listed this back in the spring, maybe, if I can find it. Just bear with me again. This was a local pickup. I do offer courier service, and I can't find it now. Come on, George. Be more prepared. Where is it? There you are. This was listed back in... listed in October. I've got a similar one that's been listed for ages back in April. But yeah, this is a Nathan. this like 4 squares is like, if you see that, it's bound to be Nathan, which is, it's not a good brand. Well, it's sort of good, okay brand to have in vintage, like teak woods, good condition. It's just like a TV unit. And yeah, 10 into 50 plus local pickup. They paid in cash. They picked it up, done and dusted. I'm trying to get away from this stuff though. Now I've got my unit, unless it does fit. Maybe I'll take a chance if it's not too crowded. But things like sideboards and that, I'm trying to get away from. Too much hassle. And storing it's a pain. It takes longer to sell. Even though the money can be strong, but you need the setup for that. But yeah, good profit. And yeah, something to look out for if you've got the space. And last, but by no means least, is this hefty thing. Let me just, again, make sure this is the price I got. I'm pretty sure it is. So I'm pretty sure I've done a little dance when this came in. Oh, I can't find it. 1 second. Yeah, I got full price, £395. Owes me 120. So I've said it before, I'll say it again. Don't be afraid to pay up for the right sort of item. I was actually going to pick up another item. This was from Facebook Marketplace. It's a Mitsubishi, I think it's Mitsubishi, but it's like one of these, but basically standing upright, and it's bigger. I've got that listed for like £500. Went to the guy's house. That was listed for 180. I think I picked it up for 150. When I got there, lo and behold, he was a collector, an avid collector. Like, he took great care of his items, and it was full of vintage stuff like this. Unfortunately, he's not selling it all. He's just downsized in his collection. So I went to pick up this other unit. He was showing me it all working, and I saw this in the corner of my eye to one side, and he was about to list it on Facebook. But obviously, I was there. It came with some speakers, like cheap speakers. Yeah, and negotiated a price there and then. Again, he showed me it all working, like he was a perfectionist. So I've sold it as seller refurbished, and I've done that because he's actually gone through and changed all the belts in the cassette player. Like, for cassettes to work, there's like a rubber band that obviously turns it, and after so many years they disintegrate. He showed me it all working. He's changed them. He's changed the bulbs as well, and yeah, it's really good. The only thing with this one was that he told me about. Where is it? The radio channel has a crackle, and he showed me that as well. So obviously, when you're changing channel, it's just a bit of a crackle. I think that can be sorted. Like, if you opened it up and sprayed it with air or gave it a wipe, it would be fine. But I'm not touching that. Really cool item. Again, no competition, or not much competition. I'm prepared to ship it worldwide. People are scared. Like, the guy I bought it from, he did actually list it on eBay, I think he said, and he wasn't prepared to ship it. And he was getting offers from abroad. He had offers from Liverpool, which is like a 4-hour drive. But yeah, he wasn't prepared to do that. And this shows when you are prepared to ship, you get the high price. What did I say? 120 into nearly 400. Having that. But with that, keep the money to one side if you can. If you don't sell this sort of thing often, obviously, if they get it, they change their minds. This went with GSP, actually. This has gone abroad. This has gone to Australia. So God knows what they've paid for postage. That's got to be expensive. But yeah, with global shipping programs, as long as it gets to eBay safe, which it has done, then I'm in the clear if it gets there damaged. But even still, keep the money to one side, because if you spend it all, you get a return. You have to pay them back. That's a £400 dink in your pocket, basically. So yeah, pay up for the right item. Really cool item. So cool. Wish I had space for it. Yeah, and then that brings me to the end, which is probably well timed because my voice is going. Another super chat, is that? $1.99. You are a working class hero. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll take that. Good song as well. Yeah, really appreciate it again. I'm definitely gonna have to treat myself to McDonald's tomorrow. I've earned it, I think, especially with the super chats. Just make sure I haven't missed any more. That's fine. Yeah, thanks for that super chat. How long have I been on? Oh, it's been on for an hour. That's cool. Wrapped it up well. Have a drink, George. Yeah, I should do. I actually made eggnog over Christmas, and it was a success. There you go. There's a little surprise there. In fact, I know what I'm going to do. If you haven't had this drink, I'm going to have a bit of this in a coffee later when I'm off. Liqueur 43. Recommend it. I don't normally drink. I'm not a drinker. But that's blooming lovely. It was over Christmas, as you can tell. Me and Amy having a little treat. So I'm going to have one of them. Moisten the old throat. There you go. A little whiskey should help the throat. Yeah. Right. So, yeah. Thanks again, everyone, for joining me. Thanks for all the super chats. Really kind of you. Happy New Year to everyone. Just thinking, what day are we? Is that a bit? Wednesday. Kids are still off. The kids are back on Monday. So I should be back with a picking video, GoPro on the heads, on Monday in a new unit. Hopefully set up a bit more. I've got my packing table to set up, which should be delivered hopefully before the weekend. Oh my God. Yes. Spicy nuggets are back tomorrow. I missed them. I wonder where they went. Love a nugget. Had nuggets today, actually. So yeah, haven't filmed anything. That's why I jumped on live to say Happy New Year, show you some sales. Yeah, units coming along nicely. And yeah, just thanks for the continued support. And with that, I'll leave you here to say good night. Thanks, everyone. See you in the next one. Goodbye.